The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
A very pleasant good morning, racing fans, and welcome here to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. On the show today, it is our 3-year-old trifecta. We love the trifectas. Yes, we'll head to Gulfstream Park for the Holy Bull. We'll head to Santa Anita for the Robert Lewis, and we'll go up to Aqueduct for the Great Three Wither Stakes. That's all coming up here in just a bit. Our local feature, we're going to take license again because we're going to go to Florida for the Great Three Swale Stakes. Was John Service looking to add yet another graded stakes victory to his career?
I think he was with 3-year-olds, not derby points involved, but 3-year-olds, and fast too.
And our friend Frankie Pennington just won career race number 2,500. We'll get a chance to talk to Frankie here in just a little bit. Hi everybody, Keith Jones down on the beautiful first floor here at Parks Racing, and best wingman of the business right here, Dick Girardi. And Dick, before we get to the racing coverage, we have some important stuff that's going on out in Harrisburg right now. And give the fans a little update on what's going on with the governor.
Yeah, look, we're taping Tuesday morning, and the governor is apparently going to make an announcement about the budget, and it's going to affect horse racing in some way. We don't know what the details are. Right. The horse racing fund obviously has helped this sport dramatically in the state. If you go back 15 years, 16 years now to the Act 71, which was actually signed into law by Governor Rendell right out here in the Winter Circle in July of '04, because the surrounding states had already gotten casino gambling, and certainly Delaware and West Virginia had helped their horse racing industry by earmarking some of the money from the slot machines for purses, because everybody recognized once casino gambling came in that clearly it was going to affect the handle at the racetrack. So that was the thought, and it's worked marvelously here in Pennsylvania. The breeding program has become one of the best anywhere outside of Kentucky. We have Smarty Jones back in the Commonwealth, and Pat Chapman was thrilled to bring him back, but she's concerned now, and obviously rightly so. What is this going to be? How much money is going to come out? How is it going to affect the breeding, the racing? Look, all the people, we're going to talk to Frankie in a minute, but all the people around here who have just basically, in some cases, uprooted their lives here to come to Pennsylvania. People who think, man, this is going to be great. I know what it's going to be. And it's been terrific in every way. So, yeah, there's some concern today, Keith, because nobody really knows how this is going to play out.
Dick, it's just such a huge tree that's involved, and we use the word tree here because agriculture, it's part of the agricultural industry here. When you talk about the feed people, the people that transport the horses, there's just so many jobs that are involved in the horse racing industry that it just stretches so far and wide. It would just take a huge hit.
Yeah, and it's obvious you're saying it's not just the racetrack where there's thousands of employees at the different tracks around the state, but the farms and all these different jobs, truck drivers, van drivers. I mean, it's blacksmiths. It's incredible the amount of money, the economy of this state. I mean, these people are paying taxes. They're paying property taxes. It's not just the racetrack, and it's not just the purses. There's all this other stuff that happens, and I think hopefully that's being taken into consideration, but it's concerning to say the least.
There's a lot of things still to go on, so we'll keep the fans updated on what's going on out in Harrisburg. Well, Dick, let's get to some coverage. We're going to go to Gulfstream Park for our local race of the week. It's the Grade 3 Swale. 3-year-olds at 7/8 for $1.50. Dick, the favorite number 2 is Untitled. 7-5 for trainer Mark Cassie. Dick, in his career debut, he put up a huge number.
Yeah, won by 11, loose in the lead, got a 98. It was dazzling. But what will happen if there's other horses to run with it?
7-5 on Untitled. The second choice is number 4, Green Light Go. He's 8-5. And Dick, he had a terrific 2-year-old season up at Saratoga and Belmont Park.
Yeah, we're going to see Tiz the Law in a second here, Keith. He beat the horse by 4 in the Champagne, but Tiz the Law's win, which we're going to see in a minute here, certainly flatters that Champagne second place.
Dick, we mentioned John Service. He goes down with number 1, Mischievous Alex. You get 9-2. Dick, he made 5 career starts during his 2-year-old season. They put blinkers on last time out. And I know when I was reading the information involved in this race, they mentioned the fact that John Service when he goes someplace,
Yes.
he doesn't do it just to show up.
No, he does not.
He knows that he has a chance.
Yeah, and he certainly has liked this horse from the get-go. The blinkers last time in the Parks Juvenile, he was awesome. Won by almost 10, got an 86, and as you said, John never enters stakes races just to enter. He enters to win.
And you get 9-2.
You do, and you got Chuck Zachary,
Yes.
Glenn Bennett, Cassius King, and LC Racing. It's awesome.
And a cast of thousands, as we'll
Of course, the entourage.
Here's the call.
22-2 for the opening quarter. With the advantage, it's flash pass. Mischievous Alex tries to hold rail position, 3 wide Chivalry. It's Jose Ortiz who's trying to find some clear racetrack for Untitled. He's back at the inside, locked in by Inter Miami. Out wide in Necker Island as Green Light Go is also in traffic, and Point Winner is at the back. Around the far turn they go. Irad Ortiz Jr. saved the rail spot for Mischievous Alex, and he strides forward to take the lead. Chivalry is second, 3 clear. Flash Passer retreating third. Once into the clear, Untitled didn't have much of a kick. Now Green Light Go tries to run home for Jockey Castellano, and they're at the top of the stretch. Mischievous Alex threatens to throw this wide open. Mischievous Alex by the 8th pole on top by 4 by 5. Green Light Go and Untitled just wondering what happened as Mischievous Alex is running up the score. An impressive winner of the 2020 Swale.
Well, no, John didn't go just to show up, Dick. Mischievous Alex blows them away, wins by 7. You pay $11.80 to win. Dick, this is a talented horse.
Yeah, no doubt. 122.83, 93 buyer. John does not think this horse is going to go long. Probably not on the Derby path. Maybe the Gotham at Aqueduct next to one-turn mile.
Yep.
And also, he's got that other good 3-year-old Dreams Untold. We talked about the Smarty Jones, talking about the Miracle Wood at Laurel on February 15th from Mr. Service, loaded with some fast 3-year-olds.
Another son of that Into Mischief. Let's get to our first break. We come back here on Let's Go Racing. Frankie Pennington joins us. We'll be back with him after this. Wicked Awesome gets the lead lane. Wicked Awesome's got it.
Did you know the Pennsylvania horse racing industry spends tens of millions of dollars supporting agriculture? From local farmers and farm workers to veterinarians and more. And we do it with 0 tax dollars while creating tens of thousands of jobs. Did you know absolutely no taxpayer dollars support the Pennsylvania horse racing industry? In fact, racing generates $1.6 billion that pays taxes, creates jobs, and more, right here in Pennsylvania.
Standing at Diamond B Farm in Mooresville, Pennsylvania is Flashback, sire of Eclipse champion 2-year-old filly, British Idiom. And new for 2020 is Grade 1 Man o' War Stakes winner, Boisterous. New track record setter at Gulfstream, Social Inclusion. Grade 1 grandson of Stormcat, Talent Search. Graded placed Eastwood. And the outstanding sire, Uptown Charlie Brown. All standing at Diamond B Farm.
Racehorses are pampered.
Treated with care and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them.
And they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
Who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs and billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing, and it's time to welcome in our special guest today, and it's Mr. 2500, and that's Mr. Frankie Pennington. Frankie, you won career race number 2500 last week. You're only 32 years of age. You have a chance to put up a huge number by the time you're finished.
Yeah, hopefully everything keeps going as it's going, and God willing, everything will go good.
Now, Frankie, there's definitely a hierarchy that goes on up in the jockey's room. You're certainly at the top of that food chain at this point, but back when you were a young rider, who was your mentor? Who did the most to get your career on track?
I looked up to a lot of people. Stuart Elliott was one of them. He was a good buddy of mine. We fished a lot together, and he was just such a good person, just never got over it. He was just so calm and relaxed, and I always looked up to him because he was always such a good rider.
Frankie, you've had opportunities, if you wanted, to go to another circuit, but you got your family here, you got young kids. What is it about this place in Pennsylvania that makes you want to stay?
Oh, this is great here. You got year-round racing, and somebody like me, and not just like me, a lot of people who have their kids raised up going to schools here where you can stay in one spot instead of leaving your kids year-round. I mean, this is I love it here, and it's great place to be.
And you've been here as the purses have risen over time. How much has that meant to your career?
Oh, it's been humongous. It's been unbelievable, honestly. With the money coming up and everything, it's really good. That way you can help your family and support your family so much more.
Frank, you talk about the supporting your family. Dick and I talked at the top of the show, the issues that are going on right now in Harrisburg. It affects so many people, so many jobs. It has such a great trickle-down effect. There's so much involved, and you're certainly one of those people that have been able to make such a tremendous living here in the Commonwealth in horse racing. What would it mean to you?
I mean, it affects everybody. I mean, the horses, it just goes on and on and on how many people it affects, and hopefully everything goes good where it won't affect us, and we can keep doing and keep supporting our families.
Now, Frankie, as you hit 2,500 at this young age, you told me beforehand that, I mean, you're such a humble guy. You didn't even know you were approaching this milestone, did you?
I didn't. I got a text from my father-in-law, Chester Jennings, and he told me, "Congratulations on your 2,500." And then that's when I realized, I said, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate it." So it was pretty funny.
Well, we'll make sure when you get to 3,000, you know about it beforehand.
I wish I could have gotten into the call because nobody alerted me either. Frankie, continued success. Congratulations on another great career milestone. And we'll be bringing you forward again to pick up another Jockeys Championship when we get to the banquet here in the spring. But congratulations and best of luck going forward. Time to get to some more coverage. It's brought to you by Chapman Auto Group. Unless our emblem is on the back of your car or truck, you probably pay too much. Well, it's time for our 3-year-old trifecta, as we mentioned at the top of the show. Dick, we're going to start in Florida, Gulfstream Park, with a Grade 3 Holy Bull, 1 mile and 1/16 for a purse of $250. Dick, I believe 10 Derby points to the winner?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, the favorite is number 3, Tis the Law. Gets bet down to 6-5 for Barclay Tagg. He is a son of that Constitution. Dick, last year after winning the Grade 1 Champagne, he got beat at 3-5 at Keeneland.
Yeah, he got a tough trip. He was on the inside.
Excuse me, Churchill Downs.
Yeah, never really comfortable in that race, Keith. I think he's better than that, and I think he'll probably prove it here.
Second choice here is number 1, Toledo, who goes off at 9-5 for trainer Chad Brown. He's the son of Into Mischief. Now, Dick, he has yet to run in a stakes race and only has 1 win in 3 starts so far.
Yeah, I was a little surprised he was 9-5 in this spot. I mean, obviously they think something of him. He's gotten bet every time, but he hasn't really done anything like to be 9-5 here.
I guess it's Chad.
And well, there's that.
Well, Tis the Law, 6-5. Here's the Holy Bull.
Ete Indian leads by a length over Restless Dancer in second. Franco has Tis the Law pocketed up third after that sharp beginning. Clear Destination is between horses. Now Tis the Law had to tap on the brakes a bit as Clear Destination wanted the same spot. Back to the outside and uncork the bottle. Then it's Toledo, and the trailer is Mayberry Deputy. Down the backstretch they go after a quarter in 23-1. Ete Indian and Padici in front by half a length. Restless Dancer on the outside is second. Clear Destination parked at the rail third. Franco had to angle Tis the Law to the 2 path, but he's comfortable enough now. 2.5 lengths off the lead inside half a mile from home. Uncork the Bottle is next from Toledo, second last, and the trailer is Mayberry Deputy. They round the far turn. Ete Indian has the lead in the clear, and on the attack is Tis the Law. He's only a neck off the top. 3 clear of Uncork the Bottle, who's trying a 4-wide run. Toledo is with him, backpedaling Clear Destination and Restless Dancer, and Mayberry Deputy is at the back, and Tis the Law is in front. Less than a quarter of a mile to go in the Holy Bull. Tis the Law sets sail under Manny Franco and moves to a 3-length lead. Ete Indian is back to second, well clear of Toledo in third, with an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Tis the Law.
Well, Dick, Tis the Law last summer at Saratoga, winning the Champagne Stakes, looked great. And as you mentioned, didn't look very comfortable at Churchill Downs. But he looked much better here in the Holy Bull, drawing off to win by 3 at $4.60 to win. What kind of number did he put up?
He got 100 and looked good doing it, Keith. The concern with him is on the backstretch, he kind of got behind horses again. He wasn't very comfortable, or maybe the jockey wasn't comfortable. I'm not sure which. And once he got him outside, the race was over. So the bigger concern going forward is this a horse who's going to have problems in a bigger field? But, man, he's got the talent. There isn't a question about that. If you said, give me the top 3 or 4 for the Derby right now, Tis the Law is definitely on the list.
And a son of that Constitution, as we mentioned.
Barclay Tagg and Saratoga Stables, funny side. back again.
You got it. Well, let's go out to Santa Anita now. Race number 2 is the Robert Lewis Stakes. Again, a Grade 3 race, 1 mile and 1/16. Dick, number 2,000 words, 3-5 for some guy named Bob Baffert, a son of Pioneer of the Mile. He's 2 for 2. He finished up last season as a Grade 2 winner.
Yeah, he's not only 2 for 2, but Baffert is sitting on win 2999.
Yeah.
He's going for 3,000 with 1,000 words in the Bob Lewis. Of course, it was one of the guys who got Bob's career started.
Well, he has the second choice
Yes,
as
of
well.
course
It's
he
number
does.
5, High Velocity. It was off at 5-2. Now, Dick, these two faced each other in the Los Alamitos Futurity, and High Velocity really could not go with 1,000 words
Now,
that
it was
day.
in front. 1,000 words kind of blew by him and ended up winning by a neck, but High Velocity was 5 back.
1,000 words, 3-5 for Bob. Here's the call.
5 furlongs left in the Robert B. Lewis Stakes, and it's High Velocity in front by about a length. 'Tis a Magician second. Royal Act, 1,000 words, cruises up inside of him. He's only 2 off the pace as they pass the half-mile pole. Zimbo Warrior has lost some ground, and at the back is Encoder. Heading to the 3/8, High Velocity, prominent every step of the way. 'Tis a Magician trying to put some pressure on him. Royal Act on the outside. 1,000 words awaiting his turn. He's traveling very nicely at this point. Has 2 to make up. We'll wait for room. Encoder has 7 lengths to find, and then it's Zimbo Warrior. They turn for home. High Velocity, 1,000 words looking for room now inside. 'Tis a Magician. They're a furlong from the finish. 1,000 words length and stride. Has to get to High Velocity. High Velocity, 1,000 words. Royal Act running a big race on the outside, and 'Tis a Magician. 1,000 words just in front. Here's Royal Act on the outside. 1,000 words. 1,000 words wins the Robert B. Lewis.
Oh, what a way to win career race number 3,000. Dick, Bob Baffert does it in the Robert Lewis Stakes, and 1,000 words kind of edges away late to win 3/4 of length, pays $3.20 to win. Dick, 1,000 words against son of Pioneer of the Nile now goes to 3 for 3.
And of course, Pioneer of the Nile, the sire of American Pharaoh, I think also trained by Baffert, if I recall. So that's 3,000 with 1,000 words. He's undefeated, clearly a Derby contender. I like the fact that he split horses. There was a horse running at him at the end. He never looked like he was in any danger. 92 buyer. Clearly a contender, put him on the top 5 list.
Good way to start early February. Put up that 92. Show what you got. Dick, let's finish it up here with the Withers Stakes up at Aqueduct. Dick, the other 2 races were at 1 mile and 1/16. The Wizards here is at 9 furlongs, so they go 1 mile and 1/8. And this race definitely had a Parks feel to it.
I'll say. I mean, Parks horses all over the place in here, including Monday Morning QB from our men, or Can They Win Again?
Yes.
Cash is King and Glenn Bennett's LC Racing. This one trained by Butch Reed.
Now 4-1 on Monday Morning Quarterback. Let's take a look at the 2 favorites. Number 5, Shotsky, is 9-5 out of that Jeremiah O'Dwyer stable. He's a son of Blame. And Dick, Grade 2 Remsen winner to finish out his 2-year-old season.
Yeah, look good. Each figure's getting better. Got an 88 in the Remsen. Luis Saez out of the warmth of Florida to come to New York to ride this one.
8-1 in the Remsen. You get 9-5 today. The second choice is number 8, Portos. Dick, interesting horse here, 5-2. Todd Fletcher, son of Tappet. He has 4 career starts. 3 of those as a 2-year-old were all at 1 mile and 1/8.
Yeah, obviously they think he's a 2-turn horse, and his last race was his best in the slop at Aqueduct at this distance, won by almost 11. But the buyer number just isn't there. It's an 84, so the margin was better than the actual reality of the race.
9 furlongs in the Withers. Here's the call.
As the 3-year-olds head up the backstretch after a quarter in 23 and 4/5 seconds, and Shotsky has come on now to take the lead. It's Shotsky in front by a neck. On the outside is Van Zee in second by a length. Prince of Pharaohs down at the rail. On the outside is New Commission. New Commission is third, with Prince of Pharaohs racing in fourth. Then on the outside, it's Max Player next in fifth. Monday Morning Quarterback splits horses now and moves up a spot. Then it's Mr. Short and Simple, and Portos continues to trail about 7 lengths off the lead. The opening half mile in 49 seconds. It's Shotsky, pressured here by Van Zee, and on the outside, New Commission. So it's 3 of them across the track for the lead. Monday Morning Quarterback has now advanced up into fourth. Down on the inside is Prince of Pharaohs. Far outside, it's Max Player, who's beginning to pick it up. And Portos is still in with a chance as the field comes for the quarter pole. 3/4 in 1:13 and 4. On the inside, it is Shotsky. And on the outside, it's Monday Morning Quarterback. Max Player's out in the middle of the track. Then it's New Commission and Portos. And now there's an 1/8 of a mile to the finish. Shotsky digs down on the inside. Monday Morning Quarterback. But here is Max Player on the outside to take over the lead in deep stretch, and Max Player.
Well, we mentioned the Parks kind of flavor to this race. Now, Dick, Max Player, the winner here at 5-1 for trader Linda Rice. Obviously not stable here, but he'd run the first 2 races of his career here at Parks, winning the special weight the second time out. He comes from off the pace again, wins by 3 1/4, pays $12.80 to win. Shotsky was second. Dick, Monday morning quarterback, was right there at the end. We'll talk about him in just a second. But Dick, Max Player, son of Honor Code, really seems like he gets rolling late. He's got a lot of stamina.
Yeah, he looked good, but again, 86 buyers. I'm not sure what to make of the race exactly. That was a big Parks flavor, though, as you mentioned, Max Player. New commission, Diane Day, Vanzi, Pino.
Yep.
But the hard luck horse was clearly the 2. Monday morning QB just broke terribly behind the field. And then I'm not sure what Vargas was doing exactly, but he's kind of rushes up in the middle of the race. When you're back there, just stay there. And then the horse has another move on the far turn, is battling for the lead, gets tired, gets beaten 3. I thought was the best horse in the race as it was run. I texted with Butch, and Butch said, he's his own worst enemy sometimes. Maybe put some blinkers on him, maybe come back for the wood. We'll see. But he's a talented horse.
Absolutely.
And it was almost a perfect day for Chuck and Glenn. They had a pretty good start down in Florida this way.
Well, Dick, let's get to our next break. We come back here on Let's Go Racing. It's our Jockey and Trainer of the Week, and of course, more graded action to take a look at. We'll be right back with that after this.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Did you know absolutely no taxpayer dollars support the Pennsylvania horse racing industry? In fact, racing generates $1.6 billion that pays taxes, creates jobs, and more, right here in Pennsylvania. Did you know the Pennsylvania horse racing industry has created over 100,000 plus acres of open green space across the state? Space that keeps Pennsylvania beautiful, and we do it with 0 tax dollars while creating tens of thousands of jobs.
This is Dr. Wayne Saunders with St. Luke's OMS. Change the way you live with dental implants. Get the look, feel, and function of natural teeth and be confident with your smile. Dental implants provide a foundation for replacing teeth in the most efficient and painless way possible. Whether you need a single, multiple, or full mouth dental implant, St. Luke's OMS provides big city dental implants close to home. Let our expert oral surgeons help you smile with confidence. To learn more, visit us at stlukesoms.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing, where Let's Go Racing. It is our weekly awards, the Jockey and Trainer of the Week, brought to you by the great Turning for Home program. Log on to their website at turningforhome.org. Get yourself involved with the nation's premier retirement fund at turningforhome.org. Dick, our Jockey of the Week, when you win your 2,500th, I guess you're going to get the Jockey of the Week. It's Frankie Pennington. And our Trainers of the Week, you win 3,000. We got to give a nod to our man Bob Baffert. But if you go down from Parks to the Gulfstream Park and win the Grade 3 Swale Stakes, maybe John Service gets a nod as well. Those guys, jockeys and Trainer of the Week. Let's get to race recap, brought to you by the great folks at Pewter Stable. Log on to their website at pewterstable.com. If you're not an owner yet, do it. Do it at pewterstable.com. We start back at Gulfstream Park, the Grade 3 Forward Gal, 3-year-old fillies at 7/8 for $150,000. Pick number 6, Totalist Shape, undefeated for Safi Joseph Jr., 2-5, and she is much the best.
Yeah, undefeated, and this was never in doubt. Now, this is 2 full seconds slower than the Swale.
Right.
Got a 70 buyer. Looked good, but the number not nearly as good as the 89, so I don't know what that's all about, but 4 for 4 is still 4 for 4.
Boy, you win by almost 4 with a 70?
Right.
What's the rest of the field doing?
Not fast.
Dick, let's go out to the West Coast again. Said I need the Grade 2 San Pasquale. That's the older handicap horses going 1 mile and 1/8 for $200,000. They're betting Roadster again. He's 9-5 for Baffert. He's nowhere. They come out number 5 mid-court, 2-1 for John Sheriff.
He was always somewhere, loose in the lead. They never looked like they were going to get anywhere close to the source. 102 buyer. Last time he ran behind gift box. He's one of the best older horses in California. So mid-court, going.
Victor Espinoza, one of your favorites, wins
Yes,
by
indeed.
3.5, pays $6.40 to win. Great turf race here, Dick. Mile and a quarter, the Grade 2 San Marcos Stakes. Number 4 United is 4-5. Dick, in the Breeders' Cup turf, he was 50-1. He got beat by Bricks and Mortar by just a head. And Dick, he's going to get it done here today at a great finish.
Yeah, I am aware of that Breeders' Cup race. Keith, and this horse is interesting. He's been favored in 3 of his last 4 coming in. Only won 1 of them. This time he's favored again. But man, when he was 51-1, he ran the race of his life. But United gets up by a half here.
Good old Flavian Pratt plays $3.60 to win. Eye on Racing. You're going to be watching Tampa. I know you are, because you love
Tampa Bay.
the Grade 3 Sam Davis Stakes.
Yeah, we love the Sam Davis, man. It's always one of our favorite races.
Richard Grunder gets the call. Richard's been around since just after the War of 1812,
He
I think.
started in 1813.
There
That's
you
correct.
go. Dick, let's go to our final break. When we come back on news and notes, there's some Derby stuff we want to mention. But the starting gate.
20-horse
How
starting
about that?
gate. They finally got
We'll
one.
be back with that after this.
Did you know the Pennsylvania horse racing industry has created over 100,000 plus acres of open green space across the state? Space that keeps Pennsylvania beautiful. And we do it with 0 tax dollars while creating tens of thousands of jobs. Did you know the Pennsylvania horse racing industry provides health care and pensions for thousands of workers who in turn spend their income supporting local communities? And we do it with 0 tax dollars while creating tens of thousands of jobs.
He's a winner. He's a champion. He's an icon. He's a legend. And now he's back in Pennsylvania. Smarty Jones, Kentucky Derby winner, Preakness Stakes winner, standing at Equistar in Annville, Pennsylvania. The quintessential Pennsylvania bred has returned. Smarty Jones is back home. Please call Rodney Eckenrode or visit EquistarTrainingAndBreeding.com.
Racehorses are pampered.
Treated with care and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
And they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
Who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing,
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
but it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs,
Jobs and billions in economic impact each year.
all across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. We love it. It's News and Note. It's our final segment brought to you by the Granny Fund. Get involved with that continued education at the backstretch. Do it with the Granny Fund. He's Bruce Casella, Dick Girardi, Keith Jones, and Dick, the Kentucky Derby.
Yes, sir.
20 horses.
Yes.
You don't have a starting gate with 20 horses. You get 14, and you get 6, and you get that big gap in the middle.
Yes.
Dick, that's really been a problem. When
No
you
question.
watch the start of the race, you get that 15-6. They just come swooping down on those horses. And, I mean, you can be eliminated in the first 100 yards, but Churchill has done something about it. What are they doing?
Yeah, they've commissioned for a 20-horse starting gate, which they will use one time a year. But it's obviously the time when you need to use it. It's a great idea. I wish they'd have done it a while ago. It's been used in other countries. It's not like it's unheard of, but they had to get a special one. And yeah, you get rid of that gap. And frankly, you never knew who it was going to help or hurt going into the race. It was one less thing you need to deal with when you're handicapping a 20-horse field.
You know, you watch those starts. You go back and you see it time and time again. So glad it's maybe a little more fair start if you can have a fair start with 20 horses.
Yeah, right. If we could just go back to 14, but I get that that's not happening.
Right. Well, 12:55 again continues to be post time. Come out and join us here for not only the live racing, but of course all the great simulcast day action nationwide. Do it right here at Parks, and we will see you next week on Let's Go Racing.